Guys, let's take a look now in what you should not do when you try a stack pass. The first thing I would say is you have to avoid being on the knees as I am now. Because every time that I'm on the knees means that my weight is right there, not on top of my opponent, so there's no pressure on him. And what I want is keep him carrying my weight during the whole process. Right? As long as he stays with my weight on top of him, so harder it's gonna be for him. So I'm gonna try to move my weight all the way forward. And you see many times the people trying to get the stack pass from here, and it just doesn't work, right? So first thing is move your knees out of the floor, drop your weight, because there is no dangers for you in this point. He cannot flip you over. Right? Because you have both hands inside. So you can come all the way up like this, and your opponent cannot sweep you from that position, right? So make sure that you don't stay here and you keep yourself always driving your weight forward. So your opponent is gonna spend much more energy just to hold that position, right? And another thing is, when you are on the knees, if the guy just slide up a little bit, he can come back with the legs, and you are not doing the stack pass anymore, right? So in order to keep the position, keep your opponent in the wrong spot, you should drive your weight all the way forward. First thing. Second, when you finally get the collar, try to go as deep as possible without opening the elbow, because sometimes the guy wants to go deep and think that the stack pass is about choking your opponent. So when you try to choke your opponent, you start to open the elbow. And then it's pretty easy for him to defend. Sometimes, of course, you feel that the pressure on is almost a choke, right? But actually it's an old choke that people used to do in the past, was like this, and get here. And some old guys, heavy ones, you still can do it. But the point is, every time that you try to press the choke, you're gonna open your elbow. And the chance that you have to lose the pressure and lose the pass is pretty high. So I wouldn't do that. I prefer keep my elbow right under his armpit. So in order to avoid him to open my elbow and escape, right? And so when you're here, see, my elbow is right here under his armpit. I'm not doing this. This is where the guy can just put the hand under my elbow and press to the other side. And other thing that is also important, when I pass his guard, we know that I want to be 90 degrees of him when I finish, right? When I pass his guard, 100 kilos, cross-side mount, I want to be there. But I cannot do that before I get the finish. So when I'm here, I don't want to walk this way. Because if I walk again, see how my elbow is out? He can just do it again. Or even bring the knee underneath and recompose the guard. So when I get the stack pass, I'm going to keep my body on a 45-degree angle. No walk more further than that. You just keep here and slowly start to move your body away from his hip. And then you're gonna press on the diagonal. Right? I think that is the three most common mistakes you cannot do when you try the stack pass.